Now, this video that you all are about to watch is me letting you know what I feel that NBA Live must do in order to be taken seriously out here. This is one of those things, man, I really need y'all to pay attention before commenting. Hope y'all enjoy it. And your boy was at EA Play. Got a chance to play NBA Live, a few other games. That's me in the green shirt. Yeah, I was out there, man. Chopped it up with some people that I did know. Chopped it up with people that I did know. You know what I mean? Asking them what they thought about it. They asked us what we thought about it. You know what I mean? There's your boy Ricky, 3MG, representing GMG. That's, you know, that's the homeboy right there. And there you see iPod King Carter. Got a chance to holler at him as well. So what I wanted to do is take time to talk about what NBA Live, some of the things NBA Live must do in order to stay relevant and be taken serious out here. And I'll start off with keep the price lower than full retail right now, for now. Because right now, unless you're gonna be given an abundance of content, the game should not be more than $40. You can always tell how much is in the game just by looking at the game size file, the game file size. I mean, if the game is only 35 to 36 gigs, the game probably doesn't have that much in it. It's just what it is. A game probably does not have that much content in it. And if it's not, you know, I don't want to hear yo, they're gonna add stuff later. They're gonna add stuff later, like live strikes and stuff like that. That stuff don't count. That doesn't count. I don't want any more like, you know, co-op versus CPU modes and stuff like that. We've seen that, we've done that, we lived it, and you know, it's time to do some other things. And I'll touch more on that in a little bit. The next thing we need is for them to fix the animations. EA is the single largest independent video game publisher in the world today, and the fact that they can't hire someone to animate NBA Live better than it's been in the past few years is pretty pathetic in my personal opinion. It's almost like they don't want to win at times. Like doing a Euro layup animation right into a dunk animation is pretty sad, man. It's funny sometimes, but this is just one of those things that NBA Live really needs to work on because it can become really annoying.
You see that?
The next thing I need to touch on is them either putting more content, which is a must, and fixing the content that's already there. It just seems to be a half-assed approach with certain game modes while they try to put their focus on the one mode. Live used to have All-Star Weekend as a playable mode up until like the past few games that got released. I used to play that dunk contest and the three-point shootout for hours on end when I was younger, man, back around NBA Live 2005. You mean to tell me that with today's technology and resources and stuff like that, that we can't get these same things some 13 years later? I mean, it sounds crazy when you hear somebody point that out, doesn't it? I mean, we also need a competitive 5v5 Pro-Am mode if they haven't already, you know, worked on implementing that in this upcoming game. And because there's only so much park and outdoor stuff that you can play before it becomes hella repetitive, and that's been the thing with the past two NBA Live games. It just got super repetitive and people just lost interest in it. And they also got to fix this franchise mode. Yo, franchise mode is practically unplayable. It's just hella dumb. It's so much stuff that you can't do on this game in franchise mode that you've been able to do 10 years ago in other games. It's just really crazy, man. It's just like hella lazy. So the next thing I'm gonna need is for the one mode to have some more depth. Now I understand that they're doing the whole world tour thing and stuff like that. That's something new, but I need to see more than just a couple of emails and text messages, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I want zero part of non-skippable cutscenes with cringy sidekicks and product placement all over the place after every game, but something to keep you engaged and some stuff that helps character development wouldn't hurt either. I like the fact that also they're doing like a different dynamic with the whole high school thing, taking that from 2K16, because 2K has taken a lot from Live over the years as well. Also, continue doing what they're doing as far as the player progression is concerned. Like, no money spent is the way to go. You progress by just simply playing the game, doing different things depending on your build. I love that. They need to keep that going. Now, last but certainly not least, the community needs to be addressed. Yes, the NBA Live community is an interesting cast of characters, to say the least. Now, when myself and the rest of the GI gave our first impressions of NBA Live 19, you can clearly hear us express our likes and dislikes for the game. And we also acknowledge that we want Live to succeed. We've always wanted Live to succeed. But the rabid fans came after us, and they only zoned in on the things we said we didn't like. Although when we spoke with Sean Grady, we told him the exact same things. He was cool about everything. I mean, everything. We also seen people saying that we weren't even there. Yeah, okay, y'all see it, y'all seen it, already. So no need for us to defend ourselves on that anymore. Also trying to question our credibility. When me personally, I can go back as far as Bulls versus Lakers in the NBA playoffs, NHL '94, NBA Showdown '94, NBA Live, the OG NBA Live '95. Most of them can only go back as far as like NBA Live '09. Other guys making videos saying how basically if you're over 30, you need to get out the way. You do realize that the majority of people that buy video games, play video games, make video games, and are the most knowledgeable about video games are all over the age of 35, right? You probably didn't know that. This is because most of them grew up on the NES, playing the NES, the Sega Genesis and the Super NES era. Even these gaming conventions and award shows are ran by people in their 40s, fool. Like, come on. I always find it funny that the live community spends so much energy into defending the game and less time actually playing it. A couple of months after Live 16 came out, and same thing happened with Live 18, there were less than like 60 concurrent players online for the Xbox One and PS4. They don't even support the content creators that actually upload NBA Live unless there's some drama involved. And that's what y'all like to do. And where I'm from, that's considered toxic behavior, So with all that being said, I never try to push my agenda, even if I had one on anyone, and neither should any of you. If someone likes 2K, that's cool. If they prefer live, that's good. And I know it may be hard to wrap your heads around this sometimes, but if they actually like both, then that's great. I mean, I grew up in an era where you had options. I mean, we still do, although they're limited as hell, but still, let's voice our opinions in a civil, controlled, and less toxic manner in order to achieve the ultimate task at hand. And that's speaking up when we like things, and as well as when we don't. Spend less time making videos about what other people says and what other people say, and getting in your feelings over somebody else's opinions, like, because opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. So get out your feelings. That's what I got to say, man. I'm Flock. I'm out, y'all. Peace.